Section 8.6, Solving Equations by Factoring. Example 1, multiplying by 0. 7 times what equals 0? 0. 8 times what equals 0? 0. Negative 7 times 0 equals 0. X times what equals 0? 0. X minus 2 times what equals 0? 0. We're going to use this information to help us solve equations that equal 0. Example 2, solve x minus 3 times x plus 4 equals 0. Because the product of x minus 3 and x plus 4 equals 0, either x minus 3 must equal 0 or x plus 4 must equal 0. X minus 3 equals 0. Add 3 to both sides, x equals 3. Or x plus 4 equals 0. Subtract 4 from both sides of the equation, and x equals negative 4. The solution to the equation x minus 3 times x plus 4 equals 0 is x equals 3 or x equals negative 4. Example 3. Solve x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. Factor x squared minus 5x plus 6 into two binomials. X minus 2 times x minus 3 equals 0. Because the product of x minus 3 and x minus 2 equals 0, either x minus 3 must equal 0 or x minus 2 must equal 0. X minus 3 equals 0. Add 3 to both sides, x equals 3. Or x minus 2 equals 0. Add 2 to both sides, and x equals 2. The solution to the equation x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0 is x equals 3 or x equals 2. Example 4. Solve x plus 3 times x minus 5 equals 9. Notice this equation does not equal 0. The equation must equal 0 to solve by factoring. Multiply the two binomials. X squared minus 5x plus 3x minus 15 equals 9. X squared minus 2x minus 15 equals 9. Subtract 9 from both sides of the equation. X squared minus 2x minus 24 equals 0. Now factor the trinomial into the product of binomials. What multiplies to negative 24 and adds to negative 2? X minus 6 times x plus 4 equals 0. Because the product of x minus 6 and x plus 4 equals 0, either x minus 6 must equal 0 or x plus 4 must equal 0. X minus 6 equals 0. Add 6 to both sides, x equals 6. Or x plus 4 equals 0. Subtract 4 from both sides, and x equals negative 4. The solution to the equation x plus 3 times x minus 5 equals 9 is x equals 6 or x equals negative 4. Caution that the equation must equal 0 to solve by factoring. Example 5. Solve 2x plus 5 times x minus 8 equals 0. Because the product of 2x plus 5 and x minus 8 equals 0, either 2x plus 5 must equal 0 or x minus 8 must equal 0. If we take a look at 2x plus 5 equals 0, subtract 5 from both sides, 2x equals negative 5. Divide by 2 on both sides, x equals negative 5 halves. Or X minus 8 equals 0. Add 8 to both sides. X equals 8. The solution to the equation 2x plus 5 times x minus 8 equals 0 is x equals negative 5 halves, or x equals 8. Example 6. Solve x times x plus 3 equals 0. Because the product of x and x plus 3 equals 0, either x must equal 0 or x plus 3 must equal 0. X equals 0 or x plus 3 equals 0. Subtract 3 from both sides, x equals negative 3. The solution to the equation x times x plus 3 equals 0 is x equals 0 or x equals negative 3. Example 7. The sum of the squares of two consecutive positive integers is 85. What are the two integers? We don't know what the numbers are. We're going to call x our first number, and because we know they are consecutive positive integers, like we're talking about 5 and then 6, or 10 and then 11, our second number will be x plus 1. Use the words sum of the squares to write an equation. So we need to square our numbers, so it's going to be x squared plus x plus 1 squared equals 85. Caution with the x plus 1 squared. It is not x squared plus 1. Write out your x plus 1 times x plus 1. X squared plus 1x plus 1x plus 1 equals 85. 2x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 85. To solve by factoring, the equation must equal 0. Subtract 85 from both sides of the equation. 2x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 85. Subtracting 85 from both sides. 2x squared plus 2x minus 84 equals 0. Factor out a 2. 2 times x squared plus x minus 42 equals 0. Now factor the trinomial into binomials. What multiplies to negative 42 but adds to 1? 2 times x minus 6 times x plus 7 equals 0. X equals 6 or x equals negative 7. The problem says it is two consecutive positive integers. The first number is 6. We're not going to use that negative 7 because the problem says it is two consecutive positive integers. The first number being 6, the second number being 7. Example 8. The sum of the squares of two consecutive negative odd integers is 10. What are the two integers? We don't know what the numbers are. X is the first number. Pay attention here with the second number. It says negative odd integers. We need those words odd integers to help us come up with what our next number is. If our first number was 5, the next consecutive odd would be 7. 11, the next one would be 13. This time it is not plus 1, but it is x plus 2 is the second number. Use the word sum of the squares to write the equation. X squared plus x plus 2 squared equals 10. X plus 2 squared is not x squared plus 4. Write it out. X squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4 equals 10. 2x squared plus 4x plus 4 equals 10. To solve by factoring, the equation must equal 0. Subtract 10 from both sides of the equation. 2x squared plus 4x plus 4 equals 10. Subtracting 10 from both sides. 2x squared plus 4x minus 6 equals 0. Factor out a 2. 2 times x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. Factor the trinomial into two binomials. What multiplies to negative 3 but adds to positive 2? Positive 3 and negative 1. 2 times x plus 3 times x minus 1 equals 0. We know that x equals negative 3 or x equals negative 1. Or x equals 1. The problem says it is two consecutive negative odd integers, so we're going to start with our negative 3. Our first number is negative 3. To get our second number, we have to add 2. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. We can go back and check that it works. Negative 1 squared is 1. 3 squared is negative 3 squared is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. That is section 8.6, solving equations by factoring.